I was like, move aside, Freddy Fazbear. Happy Frog's the new star of the show. And then I looked him right in his face and went, boo! And then, I punched him. I punched him as hard as my green, sloppy little fists possibly could. And he said, Freddy Fazbear, Happy Frog, you defeated me! Wah, wah, wah! And then he cried on the floor, and I went, ha! That's what you get for stealing my band spot, stupid bear! And then I kicked him as hard as I possibly can in his robotic ball sacks. Like, as hard as I humanly can. Great times, great times. I don't mean to be like a jumper cable on your little story there, but, I believe that is 100% false. False? What do you mean false? Sure, Nedfred may be drunk, but, I think he's actually right. You've been bullshitting the same story for, the past couple months. Yeah, none of that happened. We left, and you started crying on the floor. None of that happened. Oh yeah, you crying on the floor was the funniest thing I ever seen. No, I didn't. You guys are on something. It happened, I swear. It happened right in front of my eyes.
I am Candy Cadet. I sell candy all day. Come get your candy here. Candy every day. Candy, 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 candy.
My friend, seems like you've met a horrible demise, but, I don't feel bad about it after all. If it wasn't for me telling you that you just got a huge computer virus, then it would have been someone else, And I guess what I'm trying to say is that, computers are just like, they're very confusing objects, and we gotta use those things responsibly, and it seems like you did, and you tried to, just try to find a Nathan Jaxx Halloween special that wasn't exactly finished, and it wasn't ready for Halloween, and, that kind of sucks, but at the same time, life does go on, and you just gotta consider, it kind of reminds me of that one time I was with my best friend, Orville, and we were just chilling, having a picnic, and me and him got curious about the birds in the pond, and we were like, hey, Orville, I think there's something we could do with that extremely funny laptop to, find out the species of these birds, and we can research them together. And he was like, that's really cool, and we should try that. And so we ended up trying to search up one of those apps, because we thought there would be an app. And we found one, and it was called freespeciesbirds.com. And, us being, us, and we click the first things we see, because we're not really exactly human, unlike you. We're kind of more or less like robot animatronic things that are in, like, this world where we get played around with physics guns and treated like absolute crap by every Gmod FNAF YouTuber among us. But anyways, we downloaded it, and this giant jump scare happened on our screen, and before we could react, everything on the computer was stolen, including Mr. Hippo's personal information. Orville Elephant's personal information. I'm sorry, I keep getting names mixed up. It was really long Hippo nap that I just had. And it was conveniently on the same day as you, October 31st, the day of, what we call Halloween. We celebrate that around here, but, like, at the same time, life goes on like a lime of lemons. And lemons are limey, but, you just can't comprehend the fact that why are they limey and why do they have that juicy citrus that we just all know and we're just born to love. And, like, it's truly, we live in a world where, like, this is just our life now. I'm just not gonna assume you really care or anything, but I felt bad because, like, all of Orville's, like, personal information was shown, so I just decided to buy him a brand new smacking laptop, and we found a real app that actually works. We researched the birds till dawn, and then before we left, we were like, hey, what would happen if that thing took over our whole lives? And it was like, we'd probably be stuck on the screen for the rest of eternity. That would be crazy. And we had a long talk about that, even though we were supposed to go. It's quite a pity. But, we were there for another 4 hours. And we had a long talk, and then we were like, okay, now it's finally time to go. Yeah, I know you don't really care, but, you're stuck on this virus, and you're probably stuck forever, so, I might as well just tell you my life story as you're telling your life story to yourself in your head. What a fine day it was. You are fucked. You are fucked. You touched my Halloween special. Now I will hit you with my greatest of trucks. It is going to go everywhere you know. Your body's gonna blow, and then the end I will just show. Just because I haven't uploaded for a month does not mean you can touch my shit. So you're fucking cooked. You're fucking cooked. You are the cookiness of cooked. When you know I had no time, I have more bigger projects to work on instead. His Gmod is hard. Analog horror is marked. Kinda corny. And that's why I'm singing this song. For your computer is fine.